we got man accused of attempting to assassinate Trump gets off to a rocky start at trial.
In Florida, today is day 2 in the trial of the man accused of attempting to assassinate then presidential candidate Donald Trump. Prosecutors say Ryan Ruth camped out in the bushes for hours with a rifle while Trump golfed nearby at his West Palm Beach Country Club. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman is live outside the Florida courthouse in Fort Pierce. Katrina, thank you for joining us once again today. Ruth is representing himself in this trial. So how has that gone so far?
Mugo, I have to say, it doesn't seem as though Ruth is putting up much of a defense here. Yesterday, he gave his opening statement, or he tried to. He was cut off by the judge due to lack of relevance to the case with what he was talking about. His cross-examinations of witnesses were very unorthodox, mostly very short. Today, he has seemed a bit more professional, a little bit more on track, but still, when he's cross-examining people, it's really just a couple questions. He has seemed stuck on asking people whether an AK-47 is always a semi-automatic rifle, so maybe he has some sort of defense he wants to try to make related to the gun that he was using. But all in all, watching him defend itself, it really doesn't seem like there is a lot of strategy here. And in fact,
I don't think it matters. They found him within the area.
The prosecution is
for some reason with a rifle.
To the point where Judge Cannon has actually mentioned a couple of times to the jury that they're keeping references to an attempted assassination of now President Donald Trump, to a crime scene, and she twice told them today that just because they're hearing that term doesn't mean there was in fact an attempted assassination. The prosecution still has to prove that case, and the jury has to feel that they've met that beyond a reasonable doubt.
It almost sounds like the judge is doing part of his job for him. I mean, when we talked to you yesterday, you talked about how he just rambled on, and the judge had to stop him. But I'm curious, what is his actual defense so far? Is he saying he didn't do it? What is his point in all of this?
I mean, he has not. We don't know yet. I mean, he has not yet had the opportunity to put on his case, but if it's anything like his cross, it's likely to be very brief. I mean, there are also these moments in court that are so unusual because he is the defendant. He is also representing himself. So yesterday he was talking to someone who was
is he representing him? Oh,
waiting
Jesus
at the fifth hole while
Christ.
President Trump was golfing at the fifth hole.
Wait, he doesn't have an attorney?
You put a weapon in my face. He said this multiple times. So it's such a different experience to
what?
see someone confronting the person that they say allegedly assaulted them.
Yeah. Katrina, have we heard anything of note today in the courtroom?
I mean, really what the prosecution is doing is laying out a very tight case. We're seeing a lot of visual evidence, 3D animations of the golf course, of the perimeter where Ruth was hiding, photographs of what was there, his weapon, or a rifle that was found there. Also these metal shields that are supposedly bulletproof shields. A very strange theme that's come up is these Vienna sausages. During the prosecution's opening statement, they showed this photo of Ruth. He had a container with some sausages in it. They said that they would come up later. Yesterday, one of the officers who had seen Ruth's car mentioned it looked like someone was living in it. He saw sausages in there. At this crime scene, there are also sausages on the ground, some food there. So it seems to be this sort of odd thread that's tying this together. But really,
was he like staking out? Was he like in the area, or like
from the various people
had
who
some
were
cooked
there,
food
who went
around so that he could eat?
in the aftermath of the crime scene, and we're analyzing all of this evidence. So they are presenting to the jury what they believe happened that day in a very tight way.
I'm confused. Why did he have a bunch of perishable food with him?
That way you can relate to us exactly what is happening. Katrina Kaufman, thank you so much for your time today.
Okay, well, there you have it. Apparently, they're talking about his perishable food that he brought with him.
Of course, there are concerns. Listen, Pierce, we had a mandatory in-staff meeting that was called by the Sergeant at Arms at the House of Representatives. They flew to Colorado to meet with all of my district staff. And
was she getting death
in that
threats?
meeting that I am number 3 on their list for targeted members of Congress. And, we certainly have increased security
there's been
since then, but it hasn't
people
stopped.
trying to target
and even
politicians.
To add to that,
People
week,
trying to
I would
target
have never expected
tech people,
any kind of
like
calls
Elon
coming
Musk.
into my office or emails of threatening nature. And we have sent in more threats to Capitol Police and FBI this week than in the past couple of months, and maybe even longer than that.
There's been some instances of people trying to
Charlie Kirk
putting in
rightfully was
false
murdered, and you should be
SWAT
too.
reportings to
This is
certain
what has to
school
stop. And I would have never
colleges.
expected
There
Americans
was
to continue
UMass
down
and
that
another
path,
one, I think.
be joyful that such an amazing Christian, faith-filled father, friend, man, leader
it was like yesterday
was
we looked over
assassinated,
that. I don't remember. It was
executed
yesterday
in front
or
of
the
our
day before
faces,
that.
and they would continue with that rhetoric and rejoice in it. This is a disgusting, dark time, and I hope that we could bring light and joy and true unity. We don't need an enemy to unite around. We live in America, which is the greatest country. Sorry, but this is the great. I'm not sorry. This is the greatest country. And we have so much to be grateful for, and honor and respect one another.
Sorry,
that
Piers
that alone
Morgan,
should be what unites us.
There you have it. New York Post. Let's go on to the next. What's this? Fake cop get confronted and arrested. Uh-oh. Busted.
This guy, 24 hours is gray t-shirt.
You said he works here.
No, gray t-shirt. No, this guy.
Who are you asking to leave?
I call and this guy 24 hours here in the door and
Okay.
he left. And every customer say,
And he just needed to leave?
yeah, no more, yeah, brother.
Okay. He needs to leave. Where?
I was talking to some other guys. So you work for Edmonds PD?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah, and this is a part-time gig.
got you. Do you have your commission card with you?
Yeah,
today?
give me a minute. Here.
So apparently this guy's got a fake cop, or he's a
No, didn't find it.
he's like
Sorry?
a secure
No,
he's like
it's
a
in my other bag.
security guard, I
okay.
guess,
You can grab
something.
it now.
Okay, how long have you been
apologize.
working for the Salvation Army?
Or he's with
Sorry?
a
How long
different
have you been working
department.
for the Salvation Army?
I'm here almost every other week.
Every other week.
Yeah, and then I also work down at the KRM.
Okay. And what's your full name?
Mezzy Scaletta. M-E-Z-Z-Y.
That's your- So
S-C-A-L-E-T-T-A.
your first name is Mizzy
M-E-Z-Z-Y, correct.
and Scaletta.
S-C-A-L-E-T-T-A.
Okay, what's your middle initial?
Anthony. And 81076. As soon as he gets back,
What's a good phone number for you? Is it a loaded firearm that you have with you, Mr. Scaletta?
correct.
Okay, can you put your hands on the car, please?
This is the sergeant right here.
I'm not familiar with the
Because they probably call it right. They probably.
I mean, really?
Yeah.
Just fine keeping your hands on. Yeah, no problem, man.
Sorry, I can't hear them very well.
You getting a firearm downstairs? No, sir. I got you.
Kind of muffled.
Under arrest right now? Okay. Yes, sir. Wow.
Yes, please. Mr. Scaletta, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Now, if I afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide any time to exercise
Getting
your rights.
booked. Don't
Not
they?
answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand?
So yes,
So you might have
impersonating a
called Evans
cop.
last night.
That's
You
basically
called
a
Edmonds PD
no-go.
last night?
Yeah.
Not on the payroll.
Say it again.
You're not on the payroll with Edmonds PD.
So you're so fake cop.
Yes, please, get my, and then I can call my phone.
Wait, 49. Go ahead when you're ready.
It's a FN brand firearm. Serial
Uh-oh.
number 3864254.
Oh, he was holding a 5.7. Holy shit.
Is I was gonna be, hey, we've got possible criminal impersonation here. This guy's armed. I was just gonna make him wait for one or two more.
I know,
That's
but
all.
he was
Getting weird.
making me real uncomfortable,
Gotcha.
so I
And
just wanted
I
to...
picked up on it. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, no, you're
I was just gonna dip and be like, this is what this
No,
is.
I know, but-
Keep one or two more coming. And then I was gonna come right back.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay,
Holy
so
shit.
tell me what happened in 2015.
Yeah, this guy was walking around as a. What
Right.
the fuck?
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
The unit, yeah. That's I worked in the Eastern prison. They were we all knew what they were doing. We knew what was going on.
Wait. Oh, so he's
At
an
that time.
ex-prison
We already
guard.
had we knew the feds were there. But you keep your nose clean. You don't have to worry about
Well, I'm talking about the offense where you were arrested in Baltimore City.
me.
In 2015.
I was arrested. I wasn't arrested. Never been arrested.
Never been arrested. Never once.
Never. Never
Oh,
done
wait,
it.
So when I
what?
search in our
Oh.
police database, and your name and date of birth come back with an incident in 2015 with the District of Columbia, which is obviously Washington, D.C.
That's DC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You say no. Go take me on atheist right now. Never. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, so this guy's apparently this guy's just saying a
where
bunch.
he barricaded himself inside and had like a whole like threat of like blow the place up. So it was like a bomb threat. SWAT was involved. They came out. He was detained and arrested in District of Columbia. That was from Lynx back in 2015.
Oh.
He's saying that he retired from Baltimore City Police after doing like 24 years or some shit 4 years ago, which he's a convicted felon. He wouldn't be retiring 4 years ago.
What?
And he's saying he
Is that?
got a
Oh,
job
so
out
he,
here.
okay, so he's just
Was
making
only there
shit
for
up.
a short
He's
time.
just making
And then
shit
he
up.
initially said he was working for
It's
Edmunds
like,
PD
what?
for 18 months, and then he said he has 18 months left on a 2-year
I
contract
get
with
right.
Edmunds.
Yeah, it just
Let's
the inconsistency.
remove the
Like,
gear.
what is
Let's
happening?
solve that problem. He has a badge that says Detective Edmonds on it. So the officers that were working last night went the extra step and called the Edmonds Police Department. They've never heard of him. He's not on the payroll. So between showing up on scene with commissioned officers, saying he's a cop, having blue emergency lights, and then this morning approaching me saying he's police, wearing a police vest.
Right.
Yeah. And then furthermore, today he was carrying a firearm. It was unloaded. He's a convicted felon. He can't have a firearm. So he's going to jail today. For
Wait, he has an
impersonation of the second
unloaded
degree
fire.
and
How
unlawful
the
possession of
fuck did he get a
firearm.
firearm?
This is insane.
Yeah, this is
We just
insane.
arrested a guy for impersonation of a police officer. So he's dressed like us. He's got a badge like us.
Oh, this police guy?
Yeah.
He
He had a gun on his head.
he's all night here walking.
All night here.
Yeah, all night he's walking and around here and this side and badge and weapon.
Oh
This,
shit, he's been stalking. He's
Inside the
been
store?
skulking the
Yeah, he's
area.
around purchase some drink.
Yeah.
And I call for one some people here 24 hours. So I
Yeah.
call 911. Your colleague is come.
Okay.
So he's together come. And he say okay, here is a lot of people is arresting. So I come here and extra police and this he stop.
He told you he was a police officer.
Yeah, he's uniform.
But did he actually tell you that he was a police
Yeah,
officer?
I know, but 2-3 customers, no? So he is talking customers there.
He was talking to customers.
Yeah,
telling them-
customers inside.
And he told them that he was a police officer.
Yeah.
So he went into the store and was like talking to some other people. I guess. Fucking jeez. Oy oy oy. What's this? Ah, meme the left. We saw it too. Oh, no, he's meme the left saw the arena stuff too. Drive wedge with hateful rhetoric. Incite others to murder opposition. Condemn the number and murder and violence. Democrat. Anyone who disagrees with them. Why do guns do this? It's all the guns' fault. Fuck Charlie Kirk, he deserved it. What did he say? I don't know, something that will get him fired from his job. Inciting violence, maybe? Oh no, Keanu Reeves.
You want to know why I'm so fucking stoked? Go ahead and Google Charlie Kirk.
Oh yeah, so he's
Go
seen
ahead.
all the
Go
fucking
ahead,
crazy
read
people,
Read the
basically.
latest headlines. Charlie
Yeah.
Kirk
There's a bunch of
just
crazies.
got shot in the neck. Hey, ooh, ah, ooh.
Okay, Donald Trump's here, so let's say Donald Trump.
It doesn't hurt.
Down there.
Or
does
I've
it
got-
have like a laser?
No, well,
I'm getting out of the
I'm not
way.
sure it's actually that far.
I feel like there needs to be a laser on this thing. What do you?
Well, this is.
Oh!
Hey!
Stupid. Him, her, unstable. Yeah, I don't think it's the guns. Oh yeah, remember that one fucking crazy dumb, right? Remember there was that one crazy dumb bitch that came up to someone and like instantly had a gun, like pulled out a gun. I was like, "Fuck you!" It was a transgender dude too. on the street. It was like some journalist news reporter guy who was just like, hey, how's it going? And then just pulls out the fucking gun at him. It's like, what the fuck? It was in New York, I think.
I saw the video before they even put out the confirmation. This wasn't the one we were hoping
I think
for,
this is
but
what
a welcome
this is.
surprise
I think
nonetheless.
this is the
Rest in
one.
peace,
Yeah,
and
I
welcome,
think this is the
Charlie.
one. New York.
The point
I think that's the
I was
one he's
trying
talking
to make
about.
is how peaceful the left was right before he got shot, and that only makes sense if we stay peaceful.
You are commanded to go do something productive with your life. Wow. To go give and to produce and to risk and to then go sow into
Oh,
other
wow.
people.
Someone made
That is
a
biblical
painting
idea that
of
has made the world a profoundly better place.
Oh yeah, there was people holding a vigil for him. I think they were doing yesterday and today. They were basically doing that.
You could be associated with one thing. How would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. The most important thing is my faith.
All right, there you have it. That was Meme the Left. And what's this one? We got Memeology. What's he got for us? Oh. Chris Cuomo blasts Elon Musk for saying the left is the party of murder. Uh-oh, here we go. Surprised if Musk were murdered? Well, you know that the left were trying to fucking target him too? I think they're right. They're still trying to target him to an extent, right?
Who controls
especially
the most powerful
I hate to say it, but one of his kids is
in our media
off the deep end.
Writes
like,
that the
pretty
left
hateful
is the
towards
party
him,
of
right?
murder, and then decides Elon Musk. I'm talking about this, the stupidest genius I've ever been around. And no, I'm not going to excuse it because he's autistic. I have a lot of autistic people in my life. They are not all morally bankrupt, okay? They don't all say the stupidest thing at the worst time.
I don't know, man.
All right, I don't know what it's about with him, and I don't give a shit.
I don't know, man. When they parrot that shit year after year, decade after decade,
in my
I don't
opinion,
know, man.
exhausted
I don't know.
his usefulness. Now, does that mean he should be murdered? No, because that's not how I see the value of human life. But would I be surprised? No, I wouldn't be surprised if it's me. I mean, that's where we are. It's who we are. That's who we are. But when he can write the left is the party of this, and then he goes on this thing about why black is capitalized and why white is not, medium is the message.
God damn it, Elon.
We are about division
Oh, shit.
and hate of what we oppose. Elon Musk, I'm talking about this, the stupidest genius who controls the most powerful platform.
The left lectured us on the last decade about the dangers of violence from the right,
that the left
from
is the
assassination
party
attempts
of
of
murder.
President Trump.
12 seconds later.
Now, does that mean he should be murdered? No, because that's not how I see the value of human life. But would I be surprised? No, I wouldn't be surprised if it's me.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I mean, look, all these people are right? Cuomo's a hypocrite. Ilhan Omar's a hypocrite. AOC's a hypocrite, right? They're all pieces of shit. Fuck them. Fucking hang them. Hang those motherfuckers. They want to keep spouting that ideology. Hang that shit.
Since the white supremacist dude got.
Oh, here we go. As soon as she said white supremacist, I was like, oh,
is what they're calling it. I guess because he was a political figure, even though he wasn't an elected. And it's just people are showing who they are in response. Of course, as I said on yesterday, political or not political, you don't get to go. I just don't believe you get to just walk up and kill someone. I don't believe you get to just murder someone.
Well, I mean, people are doing
I
it
do
day
agree
by
with
day.
Tavis, though. These folks pretending like this man was not trying to eliminate black people, women,
Right?
trans
I mean,
people,
you guys tried to target
immigrants,
police
and
too,
just saying,
by the
you know,
way.
and only
Don't forget
saying,
that. Defund the
talking
police.
about political violence
and all
is
that.
also a problem. Like
The whole body cam
so
shit.
that's my take. I went to see the
well, look where
Dance
that
Day in
guy's got.
Harlem last night at the Hollywood
If
Bowl.
anything, it's helped the
I'm tired
police.
again, yeah. No shade. But they had the flags at
I mean,
half-mast,
sometimes
Sharon.
it might have. Sometimes it might put the police in bad light, but at the end of the day, it's giving evidence, right? Just of the batshit craziness that
they did.
right
I
some of
mean,
these
the
people go
president ordered
through.
all flags
the
at
president, because I was
half-mast.
like, yeah.
I guess that affects private venues, and it was for Charlie Kirk. And I'm thinking, they just killed a lawmaker in Minnesota. No half-mast. You know what I mean? We have people, soldiers being killed overseas every day. No half-mast. I don't. It's so what it's saying to me is that we're celebrating a white supremacist.
That's 100% a lie. If you do 5 minutes of research, you'll get the truth and see how completely different the truth is.
Not that I'm okay with him being murdered, but the fact that we're celebrating a white supremacist. What message are you sending to black people, to women, to trans people?
What are you talking about? Why are you?
I mean,
why
you know,
are
it's a
you
bit
lying?
complicated, right? Because when you think about who were his quote-unquote fans.
Man, you people. Man, these people are like fucking black supremacists, right? Just like Fannie Willis's flock and
fans. Some people of color was his fans. You know, like they had a vigil out here.
Well, F them too.
Right. I mean,
Sorry, that's where I am. F them too.
No, I mean.
What a bitch.
yeah, she a bitch. There you have it.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is smash the like button on this video like it's a pre-transition Ellen Page, so it reaches a wide audience.
Pre-transition
And now
Ellen
on with
Page,
the
that's the
memes.
other one he
Number
used.
1, you can't make this up. Boomer Democrats in Gainesville, Florida locked themselves up in a cage to protest alligator Alcatraz. But just imagine if someone was cruel enough to catch some baby gators and throw them in this thing. I'm not condoning it, but people have done stranger things. I'd be more worried about all the senior boomers and their passing out from heat exhaustion or even worse, not being able to use the bathroom. I hope they brought their thirsty Depends. Up next, why do so many women pull the pin on the fat grenade once they get married? Here's another wedding joke. Why does the bride smile when she's
I mean, it could be because
because she knows she performed her last BJ. You also know that this bride, even when she balloons up to 250 pounds, still expects her husband to
sometimes,
stay
or they're
fit
on
and thin.
some type of
And if
pill
he
or
doesn't,
something.
she's
I
going to
don't
leave
know.
him for a more in shape, sexier man and blame him for getting fat. Double standards much. Number 3, here's a list of things that the Democrat Party is home to, including PDF files, censorship, rioting, crime in general, etc. But what else should be on this list? How about that it's a party of ugly fat people? But to be fair, just because I don't like the left doesn't mean
Ugly
I like the
fat
right.
people and
They're the party
Karens,
of
right?
warmongers and trans cucks telling men to take a bullet and get
A
married.
bunch of fucking
They're willing to throw
Karens.
men under the bus
And
for more female
murderers,
conservative
too.
voters. Moving on, here's the look women give their husbands when they ask them to sign a prenup. Women love their security more than they love their men, it seems. If they love them at all. They can be turned on by us, but I've never seen a woman as passionate about love as I was. The closest women have come to loving me was being extremely turned on sexually. If you don't get that from a woman you're with, then you've got nothing. In that case, you're enough without money. Number 5, here's what it looks like with guys working
What the
overtime to
fuck?
save PC gaming by modding the woke and DEI out of games. Also, just a reminder that Haley was probably 17 years old in Spider-Man 2. Also, I don't think that's PC mods making those changes. Looks like it's more like AI to me. But that's probably the MJ we deserve instead of Jawline Jones. People on the left will say that the changes are racist, homophobic, and sexist. And I have no problem with that.
Up next, these plus-size park hoppers say that the bad
Oh
experiences
shit, he
they've
saw
had
the
at Disney
Disney,
theme
the
parks
dark
won't stop
Disney
them.
adults,
Why are
man.
these very well-grown women
They're all
suddenly
fat.
obsessed
Yeah,
with theme
they're all
parks?
fat.
I suspect that they're there to find men with money.
They all
There are
get the
tons of grown
fucking.
men in their 30s and
They all
40s
got
that go
the
to Disney
issues.
alone. They have cash because passes are expensive. This People magazine exclusive might as well just be a dating ad too. Now I know why Disney keeps running out of cotton candy. Number 7, this woman's best friend told her husband she cheated, and after their divorce she started dating him. Women are brutally competitive when it comes to stealing good men from one another. Funny how she doesn't deny the cheating here and still plays the part of the victim.
Yeah,
Also,
what
at
the
least her
fuck?
so-called best friend waited until after the divorce. She played it well. She told the guy that he was the one cheated on, and she was there to console him after the divorce. I think I have a slow golf clap for this lady. Moving on, here's another sneaky ad paid by OF. This short munchkin creator stomps out her rivals at only 4 feet tall by making $100,000 a month. We've all heard of Sydney Sweeney, and this one might as well be called Sydney Teeny. And on this day,
Holy
her internet
shit,
name was
she's
bestowed.
the next
I
Bonnie
still
Blue.
don't think that she figured out that more than 90% of her fans have a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory
Oh
kink.
Jesus.
I don't know, did I just go too savage with that one? Up next, here's the aftermath of Turkish hair transplants.
What the
Dude
fuck?
looks like Toadstool from Super Mario.
Yeah, what the
No
fuck
hat
happened to him?
required. He looks like he's ready to tell you that the princess is in another castle. I just hope for his sake that's just some inflammation or possibly a mild
Yeah, it
infection
looks
and not what the
yeah.
final result is going to look like. If it is, then just paint him green and pay him to run out on the
It looks like
WNBA
Shrek.
court. After seeing this, I just canceled my flight to
It looked like Shrek
Constantinople.
if you just painted him
Number
green.
11, this woman says that she's paid to sleep with virgins, sex addicts, autistic men, and women who've never had an orgasm.
What?
I pay her not to sleep with me. Also, why is she so proud of racking up a huge notch count for cash?
What
That's
the
called
fuck?
being a prostitute, and not exactly something to be proud of.
Yeah.
I do, however, believe the autistic part because you gotta be a man on the spectrum to get and maintain an erection with this one here. Moving on, this 19-year-old woman was voted as the most beautiful woman in the world in 2020. Camille says she begs to differ, and Vincent tells her that she's gonna be begging for quite some time. When you're an ugly woman,
Man, do you know they still? I'm pretty sure they still hold those beauty pageants for like the most beautiful women in America and shit like that, or right? So it's like, I think those other countries do it too. So it's like, yeah.
and the best
I
you
don't
can
know
hope for
if
is
you
to
want to
tag
do
along
that
with
shit.
a hot woman and hope that some of her attention rubs off on you.
Careful what
To
you
me, it
wish
looks like all
for.
she's been begging for is nothing but food. But don't talk to her because she wants attention, even if it is
Yeah, I
negative.
mean, yeah, literally.
Number 13,
I mean, that's
here's
why she
another
posted,
unattractive
really.
woman that doesn't get attention anymore. So she started woman spreading.
Especially with the
Where is she going
people,
to do
right,
that?
calling
On
for,
the bus or the subway.
right, advocating for
There are no attractive,
death and
desirable
shit.
men on public transit. Just simps on their way to work. Is she trying to piss them off in her clown pants? But you know that she probably has no problem with men dressed as women using the bathroom. She also probably smells as goofy as she looks. Up next, Elena says that women cheat by accident and then men cheat to hurt women.
Huh?
Wait a minute. But how do
What?
women cheat by
How
accident?
does that make any sense?
It's not like they went to a nude beach and a man slipped on the water and accidentally inserted his swing into her. Those are weasel words to avoid
Damn.
accountability. By men cheating,
That's
she
crazy.
means
I didn't know it
chance,
could happen
and
like
even
that.
if they cheat on her, I date non-exclusively, she takes it personally because she has to share them with another woman. For many women, sharing equals emotional pain. Number 15, Trump moves the Obama and Bush portraits to a hidden stairwell in the White House. I can understand Obama, but why
It's
Bush?
fucking
If I was Trump,
CNN.
I'd find the so-called paintings that
God
Jeffrey
damn
Epstein
it.
had commissioned
So
with Clinton
stupid.
in Lewinsky's blue dress, and George W. Bush hitting 2 Jenga towers with paper airplanes. For Obama, I'd commission a portrait with him and Big Mike as a dude. I'd hang them up in the Oval Office of all places. Moving on is a woman watching her husband and child bathe on the beach. Looks to me like they need feminism. I saw this sort of thing while I was in Egypt. Fully burqa'd women coming
Oh,
out
yeah,
of the
correct.
sea like
Yeah,
some
in
sort
Egypt,
of
they're
creatures
full-
coming
yeah.
out of a swamp. It's cruel and unusual punishment, but that's what happens when you
Huh?
live in a soy society that's based on very rigid rules. In case the YouTube censors want to hit
I
me
mean,
with
yeah,
a
I mean,
strike,
yeah.
this is
Mid-
similar
right,
to what
Middle
I saw
Eastern
on that beach.
society still
Number
lives
17,
in
this
right
Florida
that
school nurse
rigid, like
sold $40,000
rough,
worth of fake
right,
designer
rigid rule
merchandise
set
out of a trailer and
or
Facebook
law
page.
set.
That's a relief because for a moment there, I thought that she had raped some student or something. I can't believe she got into trouble when I can visit any Chinatown or flea market in the world and there are counterfeit items stacked to the ceiling. I guess when a white woman does it, it's different for some reason. Maybe the others paid the cops to look the other way. Up next, Gary Sinise took over 1,000 kids of fallen soldiers to Disneyland, free of
Oh, wow.
charge. I'm surprised the
that's
libs didn't call Lieutenant Dan here toxic or something. Either that or a pedo for helping so many kids the way that MJ used to. His son also recently died. It's almost as if the amount of pain you've been given in
that's
life
gonna be
is
wild.
proportional to
Oh,
the amount
he's
of good you
helping
try and
these
do in this
kids. What
world.
a fucking bastard.
Number 19, here's a picture of the young members of the Osmanoglu family, the rulers of the Ottoman Empire from 1299 to 1922. Funny they don't look very Turkish to me. This picture looks like an ad for American Eagle. I also think this graphic proves why they have blonde hair. That 80 to 90% of people in Western Turkey actually have Greek DNA. The Ottoman Empire might as well be seen as another Greek empire, and most people don't even know about that. Moving on outside of the Middle East and Africa, why is it that the majority of Indians poop outside? And when will this stop? Maybe when they all move to Canada.
Have
But
you
not
seen?
really,
Have you
because
seen their?
apparently they're
Have you
defecating on
seen
our
what they
beaches
have
up
to
here as
do to
well.
like clean
I
their
also think that
fucking
San
sewer
Francisco and
systems
LA
and
should
shit
be
like
colored
that?
in
It's
here as
not.
well. When people say
gross.
that they're shithole
Right, they have
countries
to
out
like
there,
jump
they
in.
literally mean it. Also, to be fair, much of Africa and the Middle East don't have indoor plumbing. Number 21, a woman
Man,
accused
that's
this
so
man of
disgusting.
raping her in a dream, and then he spent
Fucking
28 years in
contaminated.
prison. That's new, being raped in her dreams. Those are the consequences of believe all women, where men get convicted with zero evidence. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that woman was probably white, and that there's an element of racism here. Actually, he didn't rape her in a dream, but she identified him in one of her dreams. That's almost as bad. Up next, Jake Paul says that he's going to start suing people that say his boxing matches are staged. Yes, because he beat Mike Tyson fair and square. LOL. Anyone watching Tyson's training videos knows that Tyson could have hit him a lot harder and faster than he did during their match. Maybe he was just tired that night or something. My favorite part was watching that guy lose
Also,
his life
but
savings, betting that Tyson would
Tyson
win,
was
and
just
then
had
he ended
an
up destroying his
incident
television.
before the match
Number
too.
23, male tradespeople
Right,
are
and they
being
had to
shown the
put
door
off
as
the
clients
match
feel
for
safer with
for a
women doing
time,
the
right?
repair work in their houses. Yeah, that's all
Yeah,
nice, but what about the quality
it's
of their
definitely
work?
staged.
With
Come
AI
on, it's
taking
on
most of the
Netflix.
office jobs in the
Yeah.
next decade, they're going to discourage men from going into the trades.
Paid
This is
promotion,
going to be the new traditional plumber's crack, and it'll be customary to put 50s under that G-string. Moving on, this Wayman says that she's 63 and child-free, but her friends weren't there when she needed them. This will also be more and more common going forward. I'm still waiting for the part where she tells me why I'm supposed to care. If you
Yeah,
get old alone, you better
exactly.
put aside at least $1 million for a retirement home, cleaning people and other people to help pay for things when you get older. Too bad most women are broke and will never be able to afford any of that. Number 25 and the last one, here's a difference between a woman that was shamed for being a butterface back in 2003 versus a model in 2025.
Correct.
Goes to
I mean,
show
I
how much
just-
the left has lowered beauty standards over the
Yeah, to me the pictures are the same, right? I mean they're both okay. They're both cute. I mean they don't have a lot of makeup on. This is them without makeup. Yeah.
last 25 years, so that even fugly women can have a ride on Chad. Looks to me like hoflation is far worse than
I mean,
inflation
they just look like
over
normal
the last
people.
22 years. At least
I
the one
don't
on the
know.
left had a good feminine body.
Christ.
So that's
I
it
mean,
for
just
other
look at
memes of the
Sydney
week.
Sweeney without
Please
her
give this
makeup,
video
you
a
know?
like to push it up in the
Whatever,
algorithm,
it's
and so new
okay.
viewers can find it.
Sure.
If you enjoy this series and want me to keep making it, then donate at the PayPal and subscribe star links below. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.
There you have it. And then what is this? Gov Hochul and MTA brass must face down. LIRR union thugs strike. I'll read this. 5 Long Island Railroad unions are threatening to screw New Yorkers with a crippling strike, possibly as soon as Thursday. Their obscene demands include 16% wage hikes over 3 years. 6.5 percentage points more than other LIRR unions accepted, and no work rule give-backs. Meaning no changes to rules written in some cases to cover 19th century technology, let alone adjusting for the 21st century. If the MTA doesn't buckle, the unions could shut down the whole railroad. So they want to shut down the whole railroad system because they want to get paid more. They're not getting paid enough, apparently. Fewer than 3,500 railroad workers would blithely strand 350,000 commuters out of pure greed, apparently. That would be a major pain for those commuters and their employers filling bus services. It only allow a small fraction to still take transit. And driving would be nightmarish. Basically, public transportation, I'm guessing, right, these people aren't paid a lot, so they're trying to get more money, right? But Kathy Hochul and the MTA brass better not cave to these extortionists, strike or not. Or riders and taxpayers will just keep suffering with ever higher fares and ever worse services. That's what happened when the Gov. Andrew Cuomo buckled amid the union's threats 11 years ago, leaving absurd work rules and high pay in place. Union officials say they are just looking to ensure that workers' pay keeps up with inflation and industry salaries elsewhere in the nation. Well, to be fair, a lot of places haven't like fixed their wages for a while, so it's like, yeah, no. No, honestly, you should blame the Federal Reserve and like all the politicians who don't want to fix the actual situation, right? But to each their own. But as MTA notes, existing contracts already mandate outrageous pay and work rules. Correct. That drive cost. I mean, right. There's already so many fucking rules and regulations in place. I mean, just look at what the politicians are doing. Also, there's been a lot of conflict overseas and shipping lanes and a lot of shipping routes all fucked up because of all the tariff wars and shit, right? So everything's all in a little bit of chaos, yeah. Yeah, can't get enough chaos, yeah. With New York taxpayers left on the hook. LIRR engineers average $49.92 an hour. What the fuck, dude? Come on. Per MTA figures. Well, I mean, I guess. Higher than industry norm. Yearly salaries. Oh, yeah, 160. You're already getting 160,000, man. Like that's an average. Bro, there's people still working at poverty line. Let's come on, man. Get the fuck out. Oh yeah, no, you shouldn't give these people more money. They don't deserve it. Though some make as much as $350,000. I'm guessing like the high paid engineers and like the CEO and no, they don't deserve it. It's too much money, dwarfing average riders' pay. Correct. Yeah, the average writer is not being right. The average writer is probably being paid like an average salary job of like, I don't know, 60, maybe 50,000, 60,000, 80,000, right? What was that 60 to 60? Well, let's 30 to 50 is like poverty line. I guess you can save 60 into like 80 or 90 is a better, right? But and then you got the high end, which is like over 100,000, right? And more. Workers enjoy the best health. Oh yeah, not only that, but yeah, they get a bunch of they get extra stuff too, like retirement programs and right. So it's like, yeah, you're pretty paid well off. No, I don't think you should get paid more, right? On top of all that, their contracts include insanely generous and costly work rules. To cite two. Engineers get 1 extra day's pay for running a passenger train and 1 in the yard. And another full day bonus for operating a diesel and electric train in the same day. 3 days per for pay for just 1 actually worked. Managers can't schedule workers for night jobs unless they also work during morning peak hours. We have to stand up for the writers, MTA boss Jano Leiber rightly fumed Tuesday. A lot of folks are a little fed up hearing about these kinds of abusive work rules that every other railroads in the United States seems to have gotten rid of, except for a Long Island Railroad. And the agency is actually willing to do extra pay raises in exchange for some sanity on work rules. But the unions won't hear of it. They won't even agree to binding arbitration, a sure sign they know they're being unreasonable. No, they want it all. Far higher hikes than most other public sector unions at the LIRR, MTA, and elsewhere. Plus no work rule concessions at all. Should the MTA give in, which it would have to, if Hochul so orders behind the scenes, the upshot would be disastrous. Punching a $350 million hole in LIRR finances and understandably prompting, other unions to demand us too. Yeah, basically. In a word, utter chaos. I mean, yeah. True, it's chaos. The unions may think Hochul seeking re-election. Oh yeah, that's too. Yeah, some of these politicians too, yeah, they're about to get kicked out because re-election's around the corner, right? So, yeah, they're going to try and do whatever they can to, like, get their numbers up. Hey, constituents, please vote for me, yes. Yeah. Next year, and so reluctant to upset Long Island voters, will feel she must make surrender as the unions hold commuters hostage. But so far, the Gov is showing plenty of spine here, and hooray for her. In any sane world, Hochul would insist on work rule fixes without any bump beyond the raises already offered. New Yorkers should back her against the union's naked greed, immorally obscene and hostage-taking. Let 'em strike, then wait them out, Gov. It'll be a huge long-term win for Long Island and the whole state. There you go. But yeah, basically. Yeah, I hate to tell you, but unions are unions are not, at least these kinds of right, the unions that are headed by, right, government officials and shit, you should be very careful of. Right, especially when government officials are like backing them and shit like that. It's like, it sounds like you have a vested interest, yes? Anyways, that is gonna do it for the fast news. But if you want to take a look at all the sources, it will be in the description as usual. Yeah. Yeah. All right, there you have it. Cheers.